We're back once again for another episode. Puff, drop that. Back once again. Back once again. Once again. Puff.
And Vern. And Vern. And Vern. Yes, we're back once again. No long talk, Vern.
We're right into it. And I'm just gonna jump right into it. Yeah, there's some surprises going on in the East. Yeah. There's some surprises going on in the
it
East.
seems like the East second round is more interesting than the West second round. But there are some interesting things about the West. But
remember when we were talking and we were like, could anyone challenge? And we're like, no, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that, these two teams will meet in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I didn't say that. Vern said that.
Blows on skirt. There's video proof of the man saying these two teams are going. He don't know who's coming out of the East, but these two teams are going. A lot of mercy, people.
Yo, things have got very interesting in the East.
What do you want to say? New York or Indiana? They're both mad. They're both mad. They're both mad.
No, let's start with the New York Knicks.
Nah, that's the most exciting one. Let's start with the Pacers.
So that wasn't exciting?
They're both, bro. But the way the Knicks... Nah, they're both in the same. I can't lie. Let's start with the Knicks. I can't lie.
So the Knicks are up 2-0, won 2 games in Cleveland. Yo, I did not see this happening, but they did get somewhat lucky, I guess, because Garland mashed up his toe, Mobley's out.
No such thing
Jerome
as
mashed up
luck.
his thumb, so,
No such thing as luck. That's what happens in the game of basketball. The Raptors won a championship like that. In the playoffs, injuries happen, and you have to take advantage of those injuries.
Yeah, true. What are we talking about? The Knicks? Are we talking about the Knicks in the Boston? Or are we talking about
you
India?
jumped. You jumped. I was like, you got me too. You jumped. See how crazy it is? You see how crazy the East is?
Okay, let's continue. Because I think we're watching that one. We're watching Indiana and Cleveland.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about the 2 games that they took the dust out.
What? Cleveland or Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana went up 2-0 on them.
Yes.
Indiana won 2 on the road.
On the road, I did not expect that.
No.
Cleveland, I think they only lost 2 in a row once or twice the whole season.
The whole season.
Man, honestly, yes, they were man injured. Donovan Mitchell, that man is a bad man. He is unstoppable. Game 2, the man got almost 50 points. They still lost, but it was a close game. Man.
That brother right there, that man's balling. That man's
out of
averaging
control.
40. That man is averaging 40.
We got to talk about what the hell he Haliburton.
Yo, I was shocked that they went in there and took 2.
I was very shocked. And how they won the second one.
That was crazy.
My goodness. Haliburton
missed
his free throw, his free throw back, give a man a
you know what?
hit a 3 in his.
I rate him. You know why? Because he took some disrespect. When everyone voted him most overrated player.
Overrated.
Then the crowd was balling overrated. Donovan Mitchell knew better. Donovan Mitchell knew better.
He's like, calm down. These are NBA players. They might get a little riled up.
But that play was like a case of like the perfect events.
It's not even just that play. A few plays even before.
Even before that.
Because when Pascal missed his shot, the man got the rebound, dunked it back.
Right? It's like plays leading up to that final shot was like it's like a sequence, like it was meant to be.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Right? And then the man misses his free throw, grab his rebound,
his own rebound,
ran back out to the 3-point line, and shot the 3.
Step back in your eye.
Crazy.
That game was wicked. Honestly, I thought that game was over. It was really over.
What the hell?
But what the hell? Haliburton. Jeez. So that series is up. Indiana is the underdog. They're up 2-0 on Cleveland.
Do you think Cleveland could come back?
I think they can.
Because the series hasn't started yet.
I think
the season hasn't started until Indiana
I think they can.
Well, no, the series did start because the road team won on the home team's
and they're
floor,
going home. They could win it all at home. But honestly, Cleveland is a very good team. Also, well, we're talking about Boston. Cleveland's a very good team. They have a chance to go to come back. Yeah. But if they lose the next game, I know it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. If they lose game 3, it's
foresight.
I'm gonna look. You cannot go down 3-0.
I'm gonna look into the future, and I'm gonna do my Miss Cleo. And boy, it would be nice to see the Pacers and the Knicks. But
honestly, that matchup would be very interesting. I wouldn't mind that matchup at all.
It's a revenge. It's like a rematch of last year, but honestly, in the conference finals.
Vern, I still feel it. I still think Boston and Cleveland are getting through.
Boston. So you think Cleveland has a chance to come back and close them out?
Honestly, when I look at it, they are better teams.
They are.
They are better. Both of those teams are better teams.
But Cleveland is mashup.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Cleveland is mashup. You do need some luck in the playoffs. Cleveland's mashup,
but Donovan Mitchell is a bad man. A bad man. Holy.
Man's averaging 40, bro. I can't believe it.
Like, he's unstoppable. There's nobody that can stop him or slow him down.
I saw the stats. He's averaging 40.5. No, I round up.
2 games.
No, I round up, and that's 41.
2 games. No. They have a chance. But they have a step up now.
They got to step up now.
They can't fool around no more.
They have to take 2. They can't. They have to take 2.
They have to go tied up. They have a tied up.
Before they leave Indiana, it has to be 2-2.
But remember when even the Raptors won their chip? Remember when they went down 2-0 against Milwaukee?
And they tied it up.
Yeah, and they tied it up.
They won the next 2. And they went because you can't lose and go down 3-1.
You gotta change the course right now. Even though on the away court, on their court, you gotta change it up.
I know in the second round of playoffs and semifinals, there's teams come back from 3-1, but you don't want to put yourself in that deficit. You don't want to put yourself in that deficit.
And then now, let's talk about the next series. Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks.
Yeah, listen.
Man, right now I just feel like I would just want to ride the train in New York. Just to see how people go crazy. Yeah,
New York fans are going. New York is mashing up the state of New York right now. New York is getting mashed.
Oh, man. So New York.
And, too, before we start, the teams are they're storied franchise, and they have rivalry with each other from back in the day. Because
they're not that far from each other.
From back in the day. That's crazy. East Coast squads. That is wild.
So Boston is playing New York. Boston has a home court. They went down 0-2. So New York won the first 2 games. Both of those games, Boston went up 20 points. In the third quarter.
Brunson killed per man.
So Boston's up 20 points. And all of a sudden, New York just said, "No, man, we can't. We have to win and come back and win."
It's a correlation
2 games
of that
in a row.
It's a correlation of that. New York came back in the fourth quarter, but these men are up 20 and keep shooting trees.
And
keep bricking threes.
In game 2, they went almost 9 minutes without a field goal.
This is historic. There is
I'm like, yo,
the misses that they have right now in those 2 games are historically bad.
Real bad.
Their shooting percentage is
25% in 2 games.
That's crazy.
They went 25 for 100 3-point shoot.
But you know what the remedy is?
What?
Just keep doing it.
You know they're gonna keep doing it because that's
their
what
formula.
They've been doing all year, shooting at least like 63s,
and
almost
you can't
30.
like, it's ridiculous that you have to make some changes because I'm thinking, yes, you could shoot the same amount, but you could drive and kick.
Yeah,
you don't have to come down and pull up and shoot your air ball.
But then again, a lot of those threes were wide open. It was driving kicks.
True.
It was passing to the man. He's wide open shooting. They were just bricking it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, Vern. I have a theory.
Yeah,
they tighten all the rims. They don't want man shooting threes. They want to make it a little harder. You got to get a switch because if it hits the rim, it's gonna come out or something.
So what? So that
was every team seemed like they're not shooting threes well.
So what's up with then? You have like this. I don't get Boston because you have guys that could. Okay, the three's not falling. Let me just attack.
Like Tatum is a man. I swear he can get to the rim anytime he wants. But
the theory is, I think the Knicks from last year came back and they built their team to beat Boston.
That's very possible.
Right? Because they got Went and got OG. They gave OG the big $200 million contract.
They traded for Cat.
Defender. They traded for Mikal Bridges. They broke up the Villanova, college teammates.
And got rid of
DiVincenzo and bringing Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
Honestly, on paper, it doesn't look like New York would beat them because, especially New York, doesn't play their bench. Yeah, because if you look
at the overall team and the talent that they have, you're like, yo, on paper, this is the better team. That's what it is. This is a better team. But these guys are suited to beat you.
Is McBride.
These guys are suited. These guys are suited to beat you.
We'll see. But honestly, Boston still has a chance.
Because Boston been up 20. But
Boston still has a chance. But they cannot lose game 3.
Yeah, being up 20.
You lose game 3, you might as well wrap it up and say 1, 2, 3 Cancun and just give up game 4.
Game 3 or game 4. They
cannot lose game 3.
Boston and Cleveland cannot go back home down 3-1. I don't care if it's game 3, game 4. They can't let the Knicks get game 3 or 4.
It's true. They should be going to get both.
Both games.
They should.
But
even though Vern predicted it'll be Cleveland and and Boston in the Eastern Finals.
Did you predict that boy Brunson?
Brunson's a bad man. I don't know. This guy is like he's built for the clutch. I don't know how.
Shot over at Thompson.
He drove through 2 guys, layup.
Back-to-back
hit
fourth
the free throws, can't miss free throws.
Game 1 and game 2, the man took over in the 4th. Yo, this guy, lethal. What is he at 5'11"? Yo,
lethal. Like
Brunson.
Brunson's built for this. Like
New York, let me talk. New York, we make fun of
New York knew what they were doing. New York knew Dallas is dropping the ball, and they went and picked up Brunson.
New York, I can't even be mad at you right
I did not even see it myself.
New York, I'm seeing all the celebration out there, New York. I can't even wrong you, New York. You know what time I laugh at you guys and talk about y'all easy with their early celebration?
But Vern,
this celebration is earned.
No, it's not earned. There's only 2 wins. What would Kobe say? We done anything yet?
Yeah,
we done anything yet?
Come on, man, it's New York, bro.
But we done anything yet?
Yeah, the last time New York had a run like this.
Right, New York doesn't win.
When's the last time New York had a run like this?
New York is not. Oh, they're not winning.
You know when the last time New York had a run like this?
What, in the 40s or something?
1999, when they had Allen Houston
or a run
when they went to the finals.
But still,
and lost.
Still,
but New York
champions would know that they didn't do nothing yet.
New York, box of these pussies. Alright, sorry. I want to see. Now I want to see New York and Indiana.
Honestly, this is like one of the few times I'm actually rooting for New York.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I want New York to win. I want New York to win.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't rooted for New York since like back in the day, bro.
Way back
in the day. But
I remember them times. It was the time that Jordan was giving them thumb back. And I was rooting for Jordan.
I was rooting for the Knicks. I was like, yard man Patrick Ewing, let's deal with the case. But anyhow, we spent too much time out east because out east dealing with it.
So let's go out west. We want to start with the OKC series in Denver because game 1 and that was very interesting.
It was very interesting.
The OKC them showed their youth and didn't understand how to work the clock. Close out the game.
I don't think they got too happy. They got too excited.
Then we had the supposed to be dunk champ Aaron Gordon hit a 3 and win the game.
That was crazy.
That was bad. It's a bad game.
That's
that game,
crazy sequence.
If you go watch that game, it's like they just started fouling way too quick.
Yeah.
It's like 15 seconds. Let some time run off. Let them do something first. And then foul. But they're just fouling. As soon as they get the ball, foul.
That sequence for the game winner was nice.
You know, Chet was burning. Chet missed 2 free throws.
Yeah. And that, you know what I'm saying?
And that would sealed the deal.
After all of that, so after that win, do you have confidence in? I can't even say that because OKC came back and bust them
we saw game 2.
But think they're Detroit. Fucking Denver has home court now. They did what they're supposed to do. They came to get the split. Do you think now that gives them confidence to say, yo, I'm going to take out the young boys, or OKC's like, yo, bun this? Because I see OKC after game 2. After game 2, OKC's like, yo, what are we doing?
I think game 2 was like to show them, yo, I'm going to show you who's a better team. And they just put them in, it was by halfway through the third, the game was done.
Yeah.
They scored 87 points in the first 2 quarters.
It's crazy.
Our NBA record, a playoff record.
Crazy.
The game was done. Like halfway through the third, the game was done. I think
crazy.
Jokic fouled out 3 minutes ago in the third.
Jokic had 15 points. That's wild.
They got boxed.
Right.
It was a serious thump and fist.
But I think going back home, Denver's going to give them a challenge. It's going to go 6. I have a feeling it's going to go 6. It's going to go 6 games.
Maybe. Yeah, it probably will go 6 because they lost the first game that they were supposed to win.
It's going to go 6. Right, but that series is exciting.
Will you have OKC winning or Denver?
No, I got OKC. I got to go to OKC. I got OKC. I
think OKC might go the whole way.
I got OKC winning the West.
Yeah.
That much.
Okay, so want to go to the next series?
Yeah, of course, you have to go to the next series.
So
but before we go to the next series, I got to do it. I got to do it. You know, I make fun of this man a lot. I got to give him his respect. Westbrook has been balling.
You mean
Westbrook has been balling. No longer say that. No longer call the man no name before you get dust out. Man, he's been balling though.
Honestly, he has been a difference maker in that team. Balling. Even in that game, they won the first game.
Yes,
he was a difference maker.
He had 15 off the bench.
Yep, he had the final assist too. He's the one that pushed out the ball. So he honestly.
Yo, did you hear what the scouting report? The Clippers. Bro?
I read that scouting report. Let him
disrespect.
shoot. The worst was he's on our team.
Yo, disrespect.
If you ever get a chance to see,
said he will miss layups. Disrespect. Westbrook, I rate you.
No, but the worst part was the last line they said.
He's on our team.
Said the man, leave him alone. Let him shoot. He's going to mess things up. He's on our team.
Yo, crazy.
Oh, man. And then they went and won the first game.
Disrespect.
That was funny.
Yo. But anyhow, Minnesota and the Warriors. I don't know. Minnesota, that game 1, I didn't know what Minnesota team was that. I was like, is this a team that beat the Lakers? That can't be the same team that beat the Lakers.
I think they thought they won the championship after beating LeBron or something. They gave up. It's like, oh, we're done.
Then they got a rude away and got a box up.
They got a box up.
Even
without Curry. Curry went out in the second in game 1. He had a hamstring. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Box up.
And they still boxed him up. I think they rallied around Curry that first game,
game, right?
Because they went in the locker room and they realized, oh, this man is done for the series.
Yeah, so they're like, yo, let's try to do it for the gaffer. Let's try to do it for the gaffer. For the gaffer.
And just win this one. And they played well. But game 2, it just looked like you could see.
Game 2, Ant-Man got back his swagger.
You could see that nobody knows what role they're playing because they're used to playing with Steph.
Now Jimmy Butler's going to be like the main focal point. You know what I mean?
So it's going to be like Jimmy back in
Miami. Nah, because Jimmy wasn't there for the full season. Maybe if Jimmy was there for the full season, got integrated. Well, you never know. He got there right with a good amount of game left to integrate himself and go on with the team. But against this Timberwolves team, against this defense, nah.
Yeah, I don't see it's a wrap. To me, it's a wrap.
Because
they're lucky to win that first game, but I don't know if they're winning another game.
Ant-Man
might win on one more, but
Ant-Man became a really good shooter.
Yeah,
from last year to this year, like a really good shooter.
He's really good. I think he's probably the best 3-point shooter.
A really good shooter.
But the problem is, sometimes that's a detriment because now you rely on that too much when you should be attacking.
But the way he's been playing, that he's doing this to his advantage. It's like he knows when to do it now. Like you can't, because in that last series and in this game, like in game 2, fourth quarter, he knows. I'm not messing around.
Yeah. Well, no, the first game he didn't play well.
No, that's what I said.
The second game he actually stepped up and started doing what he's supposed to do.
And then even in the last series, he's like, like he knows now.
The last series, oh my goodness,
like he knows now. Yeah.
You can see he's growing.
Game 2 against the Warriors, I think it's over. If Curry's not coming back, it's over.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
I think it's
so Curry injured his hamstring in the second quarter, game 1. Hamstring injuries. When I saw that right away, I was like, this guy's out. Done. He's out for the game. He might be out for the series. They say it's at least a week. They're going to reevaluate. Next year, Golden State. Next year, Golden State.
It's next year for a lot of teams, Golden State. So you better find something and figure something out.
The last thing I wanted to talk about was Mr. Draymond Green, the angry black man. Draymond.
Of all people, Draymond, just stop it.
I was like, Draymond, you have a history of doing some ridiculous things on the court.
Draymond.
Should we list them out for the fans?
Draymond needs to stop.
Should we list him out, bro?
I'm a Draymond fan.
I remember a choke out, kicking on the balls.
I remember thumping.
I remember.
The most recent thumping man out, and I said, Draymond, stop punching people in the face.
I think there's a few we're missing because Draymond, it seemed like every day or something.
I know you don't like Rudy Gobert,
but he box up his own teammates.
He found a way to choke out Rudy Gobert.
I'm like, B.
You kick LeBron in the balls, bro. I got suspended for it. Like, I get what you're saying, but I also don't get what you're saying.
And then last night he's vexed because he's getting a technical.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he hit what he was like a
Naj
Reed in his head, lick him in his head, almost elbow him. Like me, this NBA, you hit anybody in the head, it's a technical. It's like it's almost given. Then he's gonna get vexed. I'm the angry black man. But yo, we looked at the review. You licked the man in his head, because he stole the ball off you.
Bro,
that's a technical, brother.
Draymond, like. Let's let it go.
Draymond, you need to cool out. But then again, as we were saying before, I think that's part of his armor. That's part of his whole game. He needs to talk the big talk.
He's a physical guy. He's a physical guy. But sometimes, you know
Draymond,
what I mean?
Come off this stupidness about angry black man.
Draymond,
you're just too reckless on the court. That's what it is.
All your plays make it look like you're an angry man, bro. Like you're taking it out on man. So you can't really blame them. You choked the man for no reason. You don't like Rudy Gobert, but you choked him.
And it's funny. This past week I saw a clip where when it was a young Draymond, and he started hyping up on Ron Artest. And Ron Artest started looking at him like, yo, and the man was like, cool out there. Ron Artest looked like, brother, I'll give this all up to Dusty, yo, right here on the court.
Yo, better world peace, Ron Artest. You don't mess with that man.
That man looked like he want to choke him out right there on the court.
No joke.
Draymond just so humble himself and say, okay.
Yeah, Draymond, just play ball, Draymond. I want you to play ball. I'm not saying don't be emotional, don't lose your edge. I'm not saying don't, you know what I mean? But come on, man.
And honestly, when he just plays ball, he plays well. He plays well.
Like, you could still be physical, but some of the extra shit,
leave it alone.
Don't need to do that.
Remember last time we talked? And I said, if Draymond hits 2 threes in the first quarter,
oh, the game is done.
What happened in game 1, guy? I was watching it, guy.
It's like every time he sees Rudy across from him, he's like, remember, he very disrespect Rudy Gobert.
He did disrespect.
So
remember last year in the conference finals, they didn't even come interview because they keep on disrespecting, and he was on the TNT crew.
He was on the TNT crew. So every time he's playing against him, he's like, yo, because when did you see Draymond pull up for threes like that, bro?
No, but the thing is, that's the man you're going to make him shoot. If I was on the team, I'm like, Draymond, you have to hit 1 or 2 before you even start playing defense on you. I see
Draymond shoot that 3 against other teams and no link none. Draymond will dribbled into the shot. But when have you seen Draymond dribble into a 3?
Because now he has to.
Usually they pass him ball wide open. Yeah. No, he saw Rudy and said, this man can't hold me. This is what I'm going to do. He only does that against Rudy.
But I'm telling you, if I was playing defense on Draymond, I'm letting him shoot the 2.
That's what I said.
Go ahead, shoot it, guy.
But when he sees that man across from him, his confidence is like through the roof.
Yeah, because he's like, I know I'm better than this guy.
Through the roof. Yo, the man said, this man stole my Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm going to bust his ass every time. You know when those men say, yo, I was drafted like, 5th round. It took me the 2nd round.
I didn't know everybody above them.
Yeah, he's like, yo, this man he has one of my Defensive Player of the Year award. I'm going to deal with this case. But anyhow, Draymond, smart enough, man. Stop it, man. You're not an angry black man, man.
So you think he's going to get his 2 more technicals and get suspended?
He might.
Well, really and truly, I don't think they're getting out of this round. But you think in this series he's going to get 2 more?
Depends on how long it goes, but he might.
He's been racking them up. Yeah.
Because if he needs 2 more,
he's been racking them up.
He needs 2 more, I'm taking it. I'm taking the over. I'm taking that back.
I would say he'll get it in this series. In this series.
Yeah, in this series.
And you only have probably 2 more games.
I'm taking that back.
Yeah, maybe 3.
I guys get on their skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it on. But man,
all right, that's a wrap.
But that's not even a wrap yet, man.
Not a wrap.
I gotta say,
this is not long talking still.
Remember what I told you? For some reason, I said these playoffs were gonna be exciting, and it's exciting. Although
very
before
exciting.
we go,
I'm enjoying myself.
Before we go, I'm gonna sneak this in. I just saw somewhere where they said the playoffs rating has dropped 38% because the Lakers got kicked out. And anyhow, on that note,
Because you know the king. Everybody loves the king, the greatest player of all time.
Okay, Lakers are out the playoffs, so they said the ratings went down. And on that note,
and
family.
then again, if there's any Jordan fans and they want to debate who the greatest is, we'll love to sit on and have, record it and debate. I would love to do it. I love to do it, brother.
On another note.
But them men are scared.
We're out. Happening. Drop the music, Puff.
Back once again. Back once again. Once again.
Puff.
And Vern. And Vern.
Puff.
And Vern. Until next time.
Peace.